Hey guys, Substetoet here, and welcome back to another video of World of Tanks. You would almost say I would become a World of Tanks YouTuber at this point. Well, that also has to do with something because I don't really enjoy any other games at this very moment. Yeah, and so that's why I made the World of Stupidity video. Let me know if you want more of those videos because I already got a few other clips going up. But I was not going to talk about that because I'm probably planning to do another one. Anyway. But we're here for the E100, the almighty first tier 10 tank I ever owned, and the very first tier 10 tank that ever has been launched on the console version, as far as I can remember. But I personally, and most people find this way, it's quite a letdown from the predecessor. It's E75. Is it predecessor? I think so. It is. It's the tier 9 variant. To come before him. I'm trying to be... I'm a little bit dickish here, but I'm a big fat German tank. With a Russian accent a little bit. Alright. But yeah, we're playing on Encounter, and I've got this tank for like 8 months, if not more, and I still haven't unlocked the 150mm gun on this tank. But nonetheless, this is the best game I ever played in the E100, and I've played less than 20 battles in it in 8 months. Actually, the only other tier tank I own at the moment is the Waffle Tractor, which is amazing to just annihilate every tank within 10 seconds. Except if you see a mouse or another E100, then you have to fire a 6 shell, but doesn't matter, you're gonna die anyway. And there's our first damage for a Conqueror that's already lost half his health within the first second. He saw enemies, and I'm going to move up, and I don't know why, I back up from a couple tier 8 tanks and block my team with it, and let the have 113 the 113 have a go. But we have 5 people in our cap circle, but there are also enemies in here, so we cannot bring my capping at this point. But I'm gonna keep holding up this flank, and I have the biggest part of my lower plate covered up by this building here. Only very vulnerable would be my ass, which is not covered by any tank whatsoever. And I'm going to pay for that very soon. Right, look at the map. At G6, Symmetry in Action 10. Or actually I saw that myself while in game and I moved up from him. So he couldn't shoot me in the ass. And the Conqueror blows my tracks up, but I know I'm safe, so I don't use my repair kit, which is going to come in useful more later. But so far our entire team makes it so they cannot push up further here. And I bounce a shot on my side, and my tracks get blown off again. Oh crap, T95, and I decided to shoot his tracks off so he cannot point his gun my way and lose 750 average damage to him, because it looks like he was using the 155mm gun, and they are not very nice guns. And that shot just fluffed into the ground. And the M103 actually managed to hit me. I think at least that was the M103. Yeah, the M103. Or it's just another unspotted tank, that's of course also possible. But so far we managed to hold on quite well. The game is even. Scored. I didn't do a lot of damage, a little bit, but it will come. But so far I blocked most of the damage except for the M103, who seems to have an about average roll if he uses the top gun, the 120mm. But I blocked this tank here actually for trying to make a shot. I think it was the AMX-50B which I blocked. And one of my friends comes online, and I should really turn that off. How unprofessional! But yeah, I'm here side-scraping it basically in E100, which is the best thing you can do in E100. And my track's taking out a shot, and I was like, why did I shoot this lower plate? That's not like really a weak point on that thing, on the T95. So I shoot his cupola and only damage his observation device. My luck. But yeah, he didn't do any damage to me, only shot my tracks off. And because I'm side scraping and the E100 has a lot of armor. And here I blocked again the AMX 50B. And I even apologized. Oh, that's not 50B actually. That's like... I don't know which tank is behind me at the moment. And finally I managed to do some damage to the T95 with an horrendous low roll. But this corner is gonna hold up forever. In fact, the T125 wants to make a push. He managed to hit me, but I take him out. And that was a nasty hit. From also a 155mm gun with a 750 alpha damage. Which are not very welcome into my tank. Because they can kill either of my 6 men in this tank. And I like to keep them medkits, since I only have a small one. And I should have fully aimed that one, and it might have go in. Or it wasn't a very straight shot anyway, so it probably would have ricocheted off his cupola anyway. Hey, I have to say more anyway, hey. And T95, goodbye. Finally got him. After taking a lot of shots into him. And we're actually up one tank at the moment, and scratch that, and we're up again a tank at the same time actually. But that leopard 1 just took out 50B. I don't know, I think he was reloading, or he just got taken out so quickly by the leopard 1. Which I can't wait to have myself, since I have Leopard Prototype A, and since... well, I think it's quite a good tank. It has a high DPM with the second upgrade you can have with the 90mm. I don't have it fully upgraded yet, but that will be another video, since I've been doing quite well in it, but not great. And here I have a big standoff with a T62A, which I first thought he was firing gold at me, which I actually have been doing for a very long time. But he was actually aiming for my weak spot, the tiny cupola at my front, and he actually succeeds pretty well in that. But the only mistake I made right really here is not wiggle my tank, so it's harder for him to hit that cupola. And he hits me again. And I just waste all my premium shells here. I completely forgot anyway I had these things loaded. But the T62A is trying to flank out. No, not trying to defend himself on his flank. And it was very lucky that went in, even for a premium shell. Ooh, and look at the hits he gave me. Most ricochet, but I'm in very low health, and it's a 2 versus 2. About the last time I saw full health Leopard 1, at least not anymore now, he's actually taking quite a few hits. An on the move hit, also lucky that went in, and I now completely ran out of premium shells. But fortunately my Carnarvon friend dies, and this is a 1 versus 1. And I actually managed to bounce him at the last second. That Leopard 1, I don't really know, I don't think so. And that's quite quick reload, but not that quick. But the last of my team is still watching, giving me tips where he could come. Oh my god. Where he could show up. And I decided to hide there, and yeah, this is where he pointed. I'm trying to lure out the artillery and try to win by cap, because that's still possible. And I'm going to use this Conqueror as a cover for my ass, so if the artillery comes at my back, the biggest part of there's a big chance it gets absorbed by the tank, and it won't do 0 damage to me. But this goes on for a little while, nothing happening, so that's why it's speed up at double the speed. But actually the artillery is for quite a while also in the cap circle now, and I decide to go move up, and I get spotted, but I don't spot him. Probably has a very good camera crew on that tank. And I back off. He's probably fully aimed at me now, at this point, so I use the smallest tank to get some cover. But I don't get respotted, and I back north speed, and I get spotted again. Ooh, and I take a slight bit of splash damage. It was so lucky it didn't kill me, and I just completely shot my shell into the building. He was already behind cover again. I was planning to chase him, but I decided not to, because by the time I got there, it was probably reloaded again, and I would have lost this. Or do I lose anyway? You have to find out in the post-game stats, don't we? And he's back in the cap circle again, and he spots me again. I thought he was in front of me, and I thought that he would have relocated, but actually he's in the same spot as he used to be, but he's going to be pre-aimed at me again, fully aimed. But I also decided to use now just a regular AP, because most artilleries don't have very strong armor. And he's no exception, especially for a superstructure, because that's just super flat for a superstructure. And I got spotted and decided to back off and use this Carnarvon, not Conqueror, as protection for the biggest part of my tank. And I spot him, and he just whiffs his shot into the building, and I finally managed to win the battle. And I was actually shitting my pants for all those minutes that I was in that cap circle. And if I wasn't running a premium account, my god, I would have made 21,000 loss of credit. But with a premium, I just did manage to get a small profit. Double XP for the first win of the day with almost 9,000 experience, which I also think I had a three times XP active on. This is, yeah, 3 times XP. And I was under pressure indeed there. I was shitting 7 colors at that moment. And I managed to get a first class mastery badge, a spot, and a medal I don't know. Well, apparently killing 4 enemies in the cap circle, trying to attempt to capture a base. And I made all of those kills inside the cap circle, because I was in the cap circle for, what was it, 12 minutes of that game? And the steel wall. But anyway, if you enjoyed this video, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Bye!